What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2 of season 1 of the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and with me, I have the latest alien abduction victim, my co-host, Anthony. How you doing today, Ant?
I'm doing good.
You're better?
I'm doing amazing.
Yeah,
doing
therapy
amazing.
working well?
Yeah.
If you're new here, this is how this works. I'm gonna read him a fictional scary story about a cryptid, monster, undead, paranormal entity, extraterrestrial, some kind of creature scary thing, where I have removed the name of the creature from the story and replaced it with descriptions. And then my co-host Anthony here gets to guess, see if he can figure out what the creature is based on the descriptions in the story. From there, we're gonna look at its history. It's kind of its lore. Then we're gonna look at its pop culture references, you know, kind of how the creature has kind of gone from cryptid to, you know, movies, comic books, video games, Bratz dolls. The Mononogal was a Brat doll. That was kind of crazy. Pretty much anywhere. Anything that is kind of a part of. And then we're gonna go into a little what would you do if you had to face this thing scenario. And then finally, if we're making a movie, what the story's gonna look like, how we're gonna direct it, maybe some casting options. So, yeah.
Just want to take this quick second to say, go ahead and subscribe and turn that bell on for any notifications so you stay updated with when we post. And to also go ahead and follow us on our TikTok and Instagram. And for our lovely podcast listeners, we are on everything, ranging from iHeartRadio, Audible, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to your podcasts, we're there. So,
Are we?
pretty much, I think so.
You sure?
I believe so.
Okay.
So yeah.
Go subscribe. Go comment. Even if it's angry stuff, go leave angry stuff.
And not to mention, leave a like.
Yeah, leave a like.
Leave a like now.
Ant's a little fired up tonight. All right, so we're gonna give Ant a chance here to kind of narrow down what these things might are. So for season 1, we've switched up the pace. For season 0, for the first 18 episodes, we were all over the world. We did Africa, we did a lot of Europe, some North America.
Absolutely. That was more of trying to get our structure down.
Yeah. So now for season 1, we've narrowed it down. Where are we at?
We are in North America.
North America. So we're focusing on North American cryptids, paranormal entities, undead things.
Yeah.
Some fun stuff.
Old folklore, newer folklore. I don't even know how a folklore is made. So like, if we're just like, yeah, no, we're living in a folklore. Like, this is gonna be like, you know, you see what I'm saying?
I think the new folklore is the new viral. It's like kind of like going viral. But I think like a lot of folklore is like, I mean, most of the time folklore is kind of the hand-me-down of stories that have some kind of like lesson to be learned.
Right, okay.
So, we're in North America.
Absolutely.
But Ant here gets 3 yes or no questions to kind of narrow down what possibly these things could be, and then he gets a little shot in the dark guess.
Yes.
See if you can get it. We got 3 questions, and I promise you, you're not going to get this.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
get
gonna
this.
get these.
How funny would it be that this is the one I get?
I would be very surprised if you got these.
Okay, first of all, is this thing? Oh, gosh, I want to like categorize it as like cryptids, SCPs, and like I guess entities.
Do you want to know if it's classified as a cryptid?
I don't even know if. No, I'm asking like, isn't SCPs considered cryptids?
SCPs are.
No, they're like.
I mean, technically, like, yeah, you could, but I think cryptid has the connotation that like.
Like Slender Man, I know that's a cryptid. Like that's an actual.
Well, that's like an online thing.
Yeah, I was gonna categorize them in, but oh well. Okay, is this thing in warmer climate, like warmer weather?
The first sighting of it was, yeah.
Okay, is this thing a spirit? No, well, is this a spectral entity?
No.
Okay. No, and no. Is this creature Of course, this creature's gonna be of native descent. It's got to be. Is this creature like?
I mean, not necessarily. It doesn't be up to native
No,
descent.
it doesn't. But does this like? Is their primary food would be humans?
We
like,
don't
would it hunt?
know.
Oh my gosh, we don't know.
We don't.
Ugh. Shoot.
It's very difficult to say what these things
Oh,
might
I should have
actually
asked if
eat.
it lived in the. I should have asked if it lived in water. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. We don't know. I'm gonna say a gnome.
Nope.
I don't even think that actually originated in North America. No, it didn't.
There.
I know there's been sightings.
So the tangent of the tangent of gnome, there are little people like fairies, gnomes, and other things that like expand the globe. Like
right.
from like Malaysia to I've heard of them in Malaysia, I've heard of them in Europe, and I've heard of there's a Native American lore that speaks of gnome-esque, fairy-esque creatures.
Because I know in Mexico they have some type of gnome-like creature. I forgot what that's called, but yeah, there's that. All right. Well,
You ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So funny enough, you said, "Is this thing a spirit?" And I said no. But the name of the story really sounds like it's a spirit.
Well, I said a spectral entity.
Okay, a spectral entity. It's not that.
Oh.
Okay. The name of the story is called The Place Where the Steps End. The first thing Mara noticed was the footprints. They weren't prints exactly, no toes, no heel, just long, looping impressions pressed deep into the damp soil behind her farmhouse. Like someone had dragged a pair of empty pants across the ground. Each mark was spaced evenly apart, as if whatever made it them walked upright, calmly, and deliberately. She followed them with a flashlight, telling herself it was a prank, erosion, or some trick of the mud. But the trail didn't wobble or fade. It led from the orchard, across the irrigation ditch, across to her back door. And then it stopped. That's when Mara locked the door for the first time in years. The attack had happened 2 nights later. She was half asleep on the couch, the teeming, murmuring, static-filled news, when something thumped against the side of the house. Not a crash, more like a soft, hollow impact followed by a dragging sound along the siding. Her dog Hank growled low in his throat. The sound died abruptly, cut off mid-note. "Mice," Mara whispered. Though her chest tightened, she reached for her phone, and the flashlight rolled off the table, clattering to the floor. Then the thumping came again, close this time, moving along the wall towards the window. Thump, slide, thump. The curtain lifted on its own. Outside, illuminated by moonlight, stood something that made Mara's mind recoil. It was tall, taller than a person, but it had no torso, no arms, no head, just 2 impossibly long, pale legs joined at the top by a narrow seam of fabric-like flesh. They bent the wrong way at the knees, swaying gently as if balancing on an unseen breeze. Then the thing leaned forward and ran. The window exploded inward, glass sprayed across the room as legs folded and unfolded with shocking speed, stepping over the sill in a jerky, puppet-like motion. There was no weight to it, no breath, no sound except the wet slap of flesh on wood, and Mars screamed. One of the legs lashed out, striking her shoulder. The force sent her spinning into the wall. Pain bloomed white-hot as she felt skin tear, something cold and fibrous scraped across bone. She crawled, screaming for Hank, but the room was suddenly empty. The thing didn't chase her, it circled. She watched, helpless, as the legs paced the living room, tracing the same looping path again and again, like it was drawing a symbol only it understood. Wherever it stepped, the air seemed to warp, stretching, thinning, as if reality itself was being tugged downward. Then it stopped. Both legs bent sharply, folding in on themselves, and vanished, collapsing straight into the floor, like cloth dropping through a trap door. And then the house went silent. The sheriff didn't believe her. He took pictures of the shattered window, the long bruise on her shoulder shaped like fingerless hands, the strange scuff on the floor that didn't match any shoe or animal track. He nodded, said words like stress and night terrors, and suggested that she stay with a family or a friend for a while. Mara didn't have any family, so she stayed awake instead. She searched old news reports, obscure forums, grainy surveillance footage shot in fields not far from her land over and over. The same image appeared, pale walking legs gliding through darkness, indifferent to cameras, fences, or walls. Most people laughed at him. But buried beneath the jokes were older stories, farmers who found their crops flatten in long, looping patterns, children who vanished from bedrooms without a sound, animals found twisted in irrigation ditches, their bodies folded as if something had practiced bending them. Mara noticed one detail repeated in every serious account. These things never attacked unless they were noticed, seen, followed, investigated. She remembered the footprints, she remembered following them. On that fourth night, the footsteps returned. Thump, slide, thump. They circled the house slowly, patiently. Mara sat in the center of the living room with all the lights on, clutching a kitchen knife, as she knew would do nothing. The walls creaked, bending inward with each passing step, as if the house itself were being pressed flat. The TV flickered. On the screen, black and white footage played, unbidden, a field at night, empty except for two pale legs drifting towards the camera. As they neared, the image distorted, stretching vertically until the legs filled the frame. Mara realized then what the mystery was. Not what these things were, but what they did. They didn't kill. They took people apart. Not physically at first, they unraveled attention, curiosity, awareness, holding a person thinner and thinner until there was nothing left but a shape that could slip through the cracks of the world. The floor beneath her softened. Something cold wrapped around her ankle, and she looked down and saw a pale leg emerging from the wood, seamless and silent, its surface marked with the faint lines that looked like old stitching. The last thing Mara felt was herself stretching, her fear, her thoughts, her sense of up and down pulled into a narrow, impossible shape. Outside, the orchard lay quiet. By morning, the farmhouse stood empty, its windows intact, its floor unmarred, except for two long, looping impressions leading away into the fields, and then stopping, as if whatever walked there had learned to walk somewhere else.
Yeah, no.
It folded her into the floorboard. It bent reality and sucked her up.
Yeah, no, I had assumed that this thing was it sounded like the Grudge, or not the Grudge, but the
Oh, the Ring with the TV.
Yeah, either the Ring or the Grudge or whatever it is. But that, of course, is Japanese horror. That is not North America, but that's what it sounded like to me, where it was like distorted. I kept thinking of like Dead by Daylight, because the Grudge there, or I keep getting them mixed up. But she like seems distorted, warped, and she floats and kind of like slides almost.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and the bending. Oh my gosh, finding the kids bent in the ditch or whatever.
The animals bent, like twisted and folded up.
I thought it was the kids.
No, the kids were disappearing.
So it was the animals. I thought it was like they found some kids like in the ditch, just like.
Wouldn't that be? Well, they might have. They might have just like kept it from the news, you know.
Said animals. I know. I will say, this thing obviously sounded like a. Like a spirit. It really did.
It did.
There was no other, like a wraith almost. What's crazy is out of all these episodes, I always like get close and close, but then I just never say what it is or get like on the pinpoint. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
Got nothing? No shot in the dark?
I would say Wraith. Wraith? Yeah, Wraith would be my...
Okay. It's not a Wraith. So the big takeaways here in terms of the story, right?
Uh-huh.
1, it's a walking pair of legs.
Walking pair of legs.
Okay. 2, farmers' crops flattened.
Oh, aliens.
So this is the Fresno Nightcrawler.
I was thinking about aliens, but I didn't want to say them.
Also known as the Fresno Aliens, is a cryptid that has made 4 notable appearances. 2 of them in California, 1 in Fresno, and the other one in Yosemite National Park. In both sightings, it's only seen in video footage. A man in Poland has also claimed to see the creature, and there's been another sighting in Billings, Montana on April 25th of 2020.
Yeah.
So the description, the Fresno Nightcrawlers appear to be relatively short creatures, like 1.5 meters tall, with
Okay.
most of their height being made up by their legs, as they possess an extremely small upper body. It is hard to find details in the upper body of the cryptid due to the poor quality of the footage. It is extremely thin, white, humanoid-esque, with no arms. A larger specimen appeared to have like a webbing connecting from each knee to the torso. The cryptids appeared to have very short, thin, stilt-like feet. There is another thing called the caramel area creature. Is tall and gray, with presumably no arms and long muscular legs. It's bipedal and walks in an odd manner with its backward bending knees. It also resembles the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Okay. You know what? Was a giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
Right here, good old Johnny boy.
And his tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I should have realized. I was wondering why this thing is still up here.
Because he's cute.
I mean,
Okay.
God, I should have said alien.
So, I'm gonna show you the surveillance footage.
Is it that famous surveillance footage where they walk across or whatever?
Yep. It is.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before.
So yeah. There it is. The Fresno Nightcrawler.
Yeah, it looks like a pair of pants.
Yep.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yep. So this went like insanely viral.
Dude, that stuff's fake.
But here's the thing.
That's fake.
We have sightings. Okay?
That's like.
So we have 2 security footage, and then we have 2 actual visual sightings, right? All right, so you have the caramel area creature. There have been many possible sightings of nightcrawlers in the form of the nightcrawlers in and around the caramel area creature, a thin, armless, pale, white humanoid creature seen in Ohio. One witness, a 60-year-old former Marine, yet to be named, and his wife were driving near Carmel on December 12th of 2014 when they came up over a hill and saw a 7-foot-tall, slender gray creature, which is now known as the Carmel area creature. The unnamed witness said the following: "We recently bought a place in the Fort Hill area in Southeast Highland County. We first noticed after about 30 days living here that we suddenly have a perfect circle that stays fresh green, no matter what the weather is, in our front yard. On Friday night, the 12th, we were driving home after turning onto Carmel Road, which leads to our road. We went over the curve by the Carmel Church and then up a small incline and approximately 10 feet over the incline, and in front of our truck, the alien ran across the road and into the woods." So, the night crawlers have been sighted in Fresno. However, this time, hold on. Okay. The creature has also been spotted in Yosemite, where the footage was again taken from what appears to be another security cam. This time there are 2 creatures, one being very small, and the feet of the creature can clearly be seen, as well as what appears to be some sort of webbing connecting the knees to the upper body on at least the larger creature. So it's 2 of them, and they're kind of like walking down a hill together.
Yeah.
The cryptid has also been videotaped in Poland, this time with what appears to be a handheld camera, judging from the shakiness of the footage. The creature cannot be seen for too long, but appears to have similar traits to the larger one taped in Yosemite, The next sighting of the creature was in Billings, Montana, captured on home surveillance system in 2020. The night crawlers have been sighted even before around the same time showed up on the radar in Fresno. However, this time they were in Manchester, Indiana. Indiana has been a hotbed of paranormal activity, and in 2004, a 17-year-old motorist allegedly saw a strange thing on the side of the road while driving at night. It was thin with long legs, looked humanoid without being truly human. It moved oddly as just disjointed and was described similarly to the creatures in Fresno, with one major difference: this one was over 6 feet tall. So you start to kind of get into this realm of tall, littles. Yeah. So we have multiple sightings. So a second card passed the figure in this instance, containing 2 elderly passengers who also saw the being. They conferred with the other motorists, and all 3 agrees what they had seen was not human. They drove together out of the area, obviously rattled by the experience. Whether or not this is the same creature in Fresno is uncertain, but if it is, we may be dealing with these critters in more than one area than just California.
No, absolutely not.
And now here's the other thing. You said it has to be native when you were kind of working through your thing.
I was thinking it was going to be native. I was like,
Some people have claimed these things to be of Native American lore, because there are these weird wood statues of these long-legged like things, right? And at the top, it almost looks like 2 branches, like fork, right?
Yeah.
And they cut them and they turn them up on the end, and then where they connect, they carve a head, right?
Oh,
and it looks really like the Fresno
right,
Nightcrawlers.
Right.
I did as much research as I possibly could to try to figure out. I could not find any correlation. So they got to be aliens.
No, it's just.
What do you mean
It's just a hoax. Come on.
It's not.
Like, that was clearly set up to be looked like that in the security footage. It was just a prank. It was just a prank.
So, okay.
Okay.
I will say this. If I give up the two smaller closed caption footage ones as pranks, right? How do you explain the 7-foot tall ones that are out there in the wilderness with nothing around them? Like people just driving home and here's this thing just.
Well, see, I don't think they saw any. I really don't think they saw that.
So you think a 60-year-old Marine?
Was this at night or in the morning?
It was at night.
It was at night?
Yeah.
Oh, they could have easily saw something else. And if it goes fast across the woods and they can't see it anymore, yeah, they could have seen something else.
Anthony hates our veterans. He doesn't believe them.
Whoa, that is not what I said.
That's what I heard.
That's not what I said.
He said that the 60-year-old Marine
No.
is hated. That we should not listen to him.
I just can't fathom aliens. I don't know what it is. I just can't fathom it, you know?
I mean, I get it.
It's so hard to think about. Like,
I get it.
I would actually have to see.
You ever hear that little Dickie song, Pillow Talk?
No.
You haven't heard the little Dickie song, Pillow Talk?
No.
Okay. We're gonna listen to it together. But in that, he's talking to this chick, right? And the whole song is him pillow talking this chick after they just banged, right?
Yeah.
So they just got done having intercourse. And so now they're talking and they're getting to know each other because it was kind of like the club pickup, you know? I don't really know you, we just kind of did the thing. So he's like, hey, what kind of pizza do you want? And he's like, oh, I like pepperoni on mine, what do you like? And she's like, ew, no, like, how do you eat that shit? And it's like, what are you talking about? It's like pepperoni pizza. He's like, no, I'm a vegetarian. It's like, oh, what the fuck? So they start going on about like, hey, do you have any siblings?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like, congratulations, your son was in the war. And he's like, the what war? And then they get on like the topic of God and like Pangea and like aliens. And he's like, you know, like, can't like Earth be a side project and like aliens actually exist? It's kind of like crazy. You believe all the life in the universe exists right here on this one rock. You know what I mean? And it's like, when you think about it that way, like, as big as the universe is,
no,
there's
okay.
aliens out there.
So
what I think,
my issue with this is that, do I think aliens exist? Yes. Do I think that we're just randomly sighting these extraterrestrial beings that are in a different planet that can come to ours, like with that much technology? Absolutely not.
Explain the pyramids.
Explain the pyramids?
Yeah, how do they build the pyramids without alien help?
A lot of slaves. That was built off of. They have different techniques to create those things that they said. I think one of them will be
Aliens.
Anywho, I don't.
I'm pretty sure it was like Stargate. Now here's the thing: the U.S. government's come out and said that they're aliens. We have one.
Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen where they come
Right.
out and say that. I just don't believe of seeing like, you know, I just know there's a lot of people out here who just like actually fake it and just they flood so much like fake stuff. You know, and it's just like I don't know what's real and what's not.
So here's my thing, right?
Wait,
If
hold on.
okay, go ahead.
Sorry, it just crossed my mind. How is it that you believe that, or you don't believe the government when they say no, we don't like gene splice like Mothman or anything like that, right? Or you don't believe like no, we're not covering up anything. But when it comes to aliens and like no, we got aliens, it's like
No.
Why would you believe them?
The government has never come out and explicitly said that they have never gene spliced a fucking Mothman.
no, I'm saying like if
If they were like, hey, hold on, I gotta turn my hat around. Okay. This way I don't get got. Okay. They'll start talking to me through my bottom retainer. Okay. So, if Mothman, so I'm on the cusp of all of this is real because I want to believe. Okay. But the government has never come out and said, hey, we've never done gene splicing.
well, they've said we don't have aliens. Like there's no aliens.
They have one.
I'm saying they said that before.
Yeah, I know. And then they came out and said that they do.
So it's like
And Bob Lazar's out here talking about he's been working on alien spacecrafts for fucking years. Okay? They got it. They know they got it. The government has never really come out and said, hey, we might have made a Superman, like a super cryptid, like a super monster, right? To carry bombs into blase blah.
yeah.
And we accidentally let it go, and now it's just out here terrorizing people. Like, they'll never admit to that, right? They'll never admit to it.
But
It's just like they'll never admit that they're like stealing virgins' blood, and you know, like look at the Epstein file release. Have you not read about that? Like the whole like them killing kids in order to like
no.
harvest like whatever enzyme is in their blood to maintain their youth for as long as possible.
Absolutely not.
Oh my god, dude, I am gonna send you down a rabbit hole. Okay, well anyway. Look at the recent Epstein the Epstein list outing, right? What was redacted? 95 fucking % of that shit.
Okay.
So, this is the way I view it, okay?
I still don't believe you.
Hold on, listen right here. I'm gonna set you straight on the road, okay? All right. Your television on the wall, okay?
Okay.
What's the name for it in Japanese?
Huh?
What's the name of television? Like, what's the word for television in Japanese?
I don't know.
Do you know what the word is for Spanish?
No.
It's television.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell-a-vision.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay? If they wanted us to mentally prepare ourselves, they're going to feed us what they want us to see in the television, right?
Okay. So you're saying like propaganda almost, right? No, not propaganda.
Not propaganda.
But like, what is it? Subliminal
It's
messages?
subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen an alien movie? You ever seen Signs?
Yeah.
Okay, then you ever see
I've seen a lot of alien movies.
a lot of alien movies,
yeah.
right? So what they are is they're subconsciously making your brain rewire itself so you understand aliens when they inevitably come and butt fuck us because we're a stupid race of primates to them. and we're over here fighting our own wars and strapping rockets under our ass and shooting each other into space, like they're gonna pull up and be like, "Zoop," and they're gonna be like, dang, look at these guys. But hey, their world's got resources, and we're just gonna be.
So you believe all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how come it's so hard to think that there's an ice wall? Because that was my rabbit hole, was the ice wall. But he won't believe that. You know?
You don't believe in the ice wall either.
Are you really sure they went to? You're telling me.
All right.
You're telling me they went to space in the 1960s. Or whatever year they went to space.
You go look at what the government has done. I'll send you some. I'll send y'all some literature.
I'll send you some stuff.
Y'all email us at the Ghosts and Ghouls official email at Gmail. ghosts.and.ghouls.official@gmail.com. Email me. I'll send y'all some literature.
All right.
There ain't no ice wall. We've been to space. Because here's the thing. You ever see Batman? Oh, case in fucking point. Here you go. Case in point. We're going on this tangent before we get into the aliens. Case in point. You ever watch the Dark Knight Batman movie with the Joker, Heath Ledger Joker? You've never seen the Dark Knight?
No.
Brother, you are doing a disservice to yourself and others. Oh
Sorry,
my God.
I don't
Okay.
watch a lot of movies.
I'm gonna flip the fuck out. You've never seen that movie?
No, not The Dark Knight.
Brother, that movie is...
I've watched the Batman before that.
The Batman Begins?
Batman Begins, probably one of the Batman movies. It was an older one, not with Heath Ledger.
I'm gonna vomit. I'm sick to my stomach right now.
Batman just wasn't my favorite.
No. You don't watch it for Batman. You watch it for the Joker. The movie's Christopher Nolan. You've done a fantastic fucking job with that movie. Rip Heath Ledger. You were a fucking god in that one.
I did see a lot of his scenes. He was really good.
Okay. Batman's trying to find the Joker, right?
Okay, right.
So he uses everybody's cell phone, right?
Yes.
Because everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket to basically make an echolocation to pick up on a voice recognition to find him.
Okay.
Okay? In the global war on terror, what did the Bush administration do?
I can only assume that they
listened to everybody on their cell phones.
Okay.
Battery could be out of your cell phone because back then we had removable batteries in our cell phone. You don't remember that because you were a baby.
No, I remember that. I had a phone that had a battery.
Because you were poor. No.
So it's either I'm too young.
You're either old or poor. You're either old and had a removable battery in your cell phone, or you're poor. It's one of those two.
You hear this? Okay.
So, they could. You could remove the battery of your phone, and they could still listen. So what did they do? Subliminal messaging. They started putting that shit in movies. That technology now we know exists. Oh no, that's a fantasy thing. That's just Batman. Blah 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 blah. No, that motherfucking shit is real.
Is that why there's a lot of dragon movies?
Dude, have we you go over dragons? There was dragons across all.
I know. I want dragons to be real. They're my
things.
favorite creatures. You know, I want dragons to be real.
Of course you do.
I do.
Look, we played D&D one time, and he was a bard. I sent him into a dragon's den, and all he wanted to do was have sex with it.
That's never happened before. I've never played a bard.
April, get him.
I've never played a bard.
No, you did play a dragonborn. He wanted to bang dragons.
That's... No, you can't...
All right.
Pop culture.
Pop culture. The only thing that I could find on the Fresno Nightwalkers was the TV show Fact or Fake did an episode on them. Where they couldn't debunk anything, of course, because subliminal messaging. There have been a bunch of people who have made Nightwalker videos that have been debunked. Some of the debunked ones are fucking hilarious as hell, though. Because it's people. You remember how people used to take their sweatpants and they'd pull them up and they'd put their arms down and they'd run around? They were like that, but they were so uncoordinated that they'd trip over shit and just eat it, right? Because their arms are trapped, so they couldn't throw their arms out to stop themselves, so they're running trip and they just face plant into their driveway. It was great.
Oh no!
But of course, with the Fresno Nightcrawlers, you have like pins and like enamel pins and hats and hoodies and t-shirts and merch
Yeah.
and like artwork and stuff like that.
I'm surprised you didn't say, because there was an episode on Jimmy Neutron where they had the pants attack or whatever as like aliens or whatever. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I'm pretty sure.
Brother, you are a weird enigma.
Hold on.
No, you're a weird enigma because you're like Jimmy Neutron because that's what I had when I was growing up. But you're 10 years younger than me.
We are literally in the same, like, we've watched the same.
No. Me and your mom watched a lot of the same stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No, you guys are 10 years apart.
So are we.
And you guys did
I'm
not
pretty
watch
sure
the same.
my birthday is probably closer to your mother's than it is to yours.
Jimmy Neutron.
The Attack of the Pants. I remember the Attack of the Pants.
Attack of the Pants.
Yeah, because they shocked his pants and the pants became sentient.
Yes, that was played all over Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I watched Nick as a kid. I watched Jet X.
Brother,
when Jet X was a thing, that was what was
I don't know what
popping.
Gen X is.
Jet X.
I don't know what Jet X is.
That's where all the Power Ranger movies, shows were on. That was a fire channel. Okay, and then it got bought out by Disney and then created Disney XD. So.
See, I was past that.
You were past that. That's
Yeah.
where I watched. That's where I watched. I also watched at the same time Jimmy Neutron.
Disney XD was out, right? And
That's where I still watched Jimmy Neutron.
I was out running the roads,
Parents, Avatar: The Last Airbender,
doing everything I could to get my wee wee wet.
You act like I'm like from this new age.
You are,
but I'm not.
are.
I literally was in the middle
Brother,
I was in the middle of that old age and the new age at the same time. I was perfect balance. I was what you call perfection.
You didn't know the world without the internet, so.
Anywho, I was there before. Ooh.
Are you getting ready to say you were there before the internet?
No, but I was there at the beginning and there. I was in the peak age. Okay.
No, I was in the peak age because I knew the world before the internet.
No, the rage bait was believable. All right.
You ready for this scenario?
Absolutely.
Okay, you're driving home on a nice spring night, windows down, music playing, you just vibing, you know? You coming back from a date, it was successful. She kissed you. You're like, man, like I'm flying high right now, right? As you go around a bend on the road, you're boom, 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 and you look back and you just see a pair of legs, like you just smoked somebody that was walking down the side of the road. Mm-hmm. You freak out, lock brake, right? You get out, your fender's fucking, your bumper's broke, tumble down the side. You run back. There's no blood. And you don't find anybody. You go running back to the car to get your phone, right? You hop in the driver's seat, you get your phone, and you look up, and in the headlights, you just see like 10 of these fuckers. All legs, all of varying sizes, right? Mm-hmm. And you kind of see like reality shifting around them. What do you do?
Okay, so first of all, the moment I see no blood or whatever and nothing there, get in the car, I'm out. I'm gone.
You like no accident report?
No,
like, hey,
there's nothing there. What am I supposed to do?
I hit a deer, a small child, or something.
There's
like
no blood.
My shit's all fucked up.
There's no blood.
See, this is that generational thing again.
There's no blood and nothing on the road. I'm getting in the car.
You could potentially smoke.
I am going to be like, must have been the wind, and then left. There's nothing else for me to do. What do you want me to do? You want me to just like track this shit down?
Okay, I'm gonna say this just for y'all in his POV. If you hit something, you don't just drive away. You got to figure out what it is. Because
there was nothing.
Because I know of somebody who accidentally smoked somebody going home, and he got thrown into a ditch and died. Yeah, and they found him the next morning, and it was very traumatic. So we don't do that.
There's no blood. There's no blood, and there's nothing around in the area.
There was no blood on that one either, and the kid still died.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You're just out there just manslaughtering people. No blood.
There's no big ditches around.
I'm a Gemini.
There's no big ditches around. Oh my gosh.
All right, look, when you're commuting to work, call me so I'm not on the road at the same time you are.
I still don't know what you want me to do.
Well, that's the whole thing. You go to get, you get
And I'm getting in my car and I'm still leaving no matter what. The moment I see them in the headlights, I'm backing up. I'm going all the way back. There's nothing else for me to do. I'm getting out.
Oh, okay.
The scenario still stays the same.
Not really. Because as you start to back up, they bend reality and then they're behind you.
Well, then what do I do? No, because...
I can tell you exactly what I'm doing.
No, there's nothing you can do. They're just going to bend reality. You just gotta give up. You just give up.
I'm taking my pants off. I'm getting ready to get probed. I'm just gonna make it easy.
I still would have left. Hey, you know what? I'm not even stopping. at this point, remember this: villains are never born. They're created, and you've created a villain. I'm going.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I'm not stopping.
That's the fucking line from The Dark Knight. You've never seen that movie?
No, but I've heard the same. I've seen clips of it. I've seen the bus scene, the hospital scene at the the very beginning.
Oh, we're gonna sit down and watch that movie this week. All right, you're coming.
I've seen, of course, the famous.
You're coming over this weekend, and we're watching that movie. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I don't care what you got planned. Cancel it. We're watching that movie. Set aside 3 hours.
Oh, goodness.
Brother, I have bought that movie. I bought it on DVD.
I'd rather watch it.
I bought it on iTunes, back when iTunes was a thing. I bought it on Blu-ray. I bought it on 4K. I think I've bought it somewhere else. And I've pretty much had every streaming service that has ever had that movie on it. Like, I always have access to that movie. It's so good.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my Batman mask and I'm gonna fight him like Batman in the movies. Where's Harvey?
It's just the mask.
Could you hold on. Yeah. Could you imagine you start punching those things and it's just nothing but testicles? You just hit them and they're like, ah! They like spaz out. They just fall over and the legs quiver. Could be the fight.
I can just see these things bending reality as I go for a punch, and then just like rips, like bends my arm.
What is it, like the Portal game where you like punch and it just opens and you just punch yourself in the face? Just not like you're just swinging haymakers and they're just like,
I can see them.
You gotta grab. They just have you grab your own butt. You're like, oh.
I can see it. It's like there was a last known whereabouts, blah 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 blah. Here's the last known footage, and it's like, boom, gets out, looks around, and then see the things warping. It's like, and it's just me getting 3Ds and dragged off.
You're just laid out. They just flip you over, so you're just butt up, and they just drag you off, and then your pants come walking back, get in the car, and drive away.
I would say they just leave it.
Yeah.
So you're giving up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. If I see aliens, I'm done, dude. Take me to your leader.
Like, now,
finger me.
I also want to say this. In the scenario, you say I get back into the
yeah, you go.
Yeah, I get back into the car, and I have my phone.
Yeah, you picking up your phone to call 911.
But I'm still leaving. I'm like, hey yo, listen. It's scary.
That's scary. It's crazy. Hey, 911 guy. I'm scared. It's dark out here.
No, I'm telling them that, listen, I gotta leave. You can find, here's my address, but I'm not staying in this spot. I thought I saw something. All they hear is a zipper go down.
Ooh. All right, movie time.
Fuck.
This is a horror comedy for me, 100%. I'm telling you. I'm getting like, look, I'm gonna let you think on this because I gotta get this out.
All right, go ahead.
I'm getting Chris Pratt right?
Okay.
I'm getting Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Okay, interesting duo. Okay.
Interesting duo.
Nice.
I'm getting, what's the guy that played Gandalf? Ian McKellen, I think it is.
I don't know his name. Yeah.
And I'm getting Elijah Wood,
Okay.
the guy that played Frodo.
Yeah.
I'm taking like some oddball choices and I'm putting them together, right?
Right.
They're in California. They're all neighbors, right? Ian McKellen's the crazy old one that's like, there's aliens out there. There's aliens and blah, 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 blah. And then they're going to go through the whole thing. And it's going to be like a, kind of like a mystery until they start seeing them. And then it's like the whole testicle thing. Like that's immediately what it's going to be is like, you got to punch him in the, punch him in the dick.
I'm sorry. I just have you should make like the mock, like a mock of Lord of the Rings where he's like, hold on, I've seen something, and he's like does the whole you can't pass, and he just gets fucking kicked in the nuts or something. It's just a scene like that where he tries to
shout out pass,
yeah,
and the legs just whip him in the dick. And he's like pukes and then falls over.
It's like, what were we trying to do? It's like I thought that worked.
Like I'm talking like early 2000s like slap comedy. Yeah, just basically they're all neighbors in the neighborhood. These things are popping up. The old man's freaking out about it. And then like maybe they all like start to like prank him. So they all do like this the sweatpants like
one of them gets stuck in it.
Yeah, then he comes out and he just starts kicking them square in the jimmy, and then they all like start falling over and puking on themselves. I also thought about doing like a really fun like either that or doing a the alien investigators like TV show like you would see on like the History Channel or something like that.
Yeah.
Like doing that and having them, but them actually being real, but but they're terrifying. Like so they bend reality and like fold you into like another dimension, and then they're there, but they're like these crazy like demonic things with all these teeth and like the legs like it's kind of the thing is like the legs are like chopsticks and they're using them like puppeting them around. That's why they like walk so like fluently. Is because they're like folding through reality, and then they like find what they want and then they just like pull it through, and then when they get on the other side it's like these crazy like tentacle chaos gods, and they're just like meet them. I think it would start off like kind of like lighthearted, like, haha, the Fresno night crawlers, like, it's crazy out here in Fresno, California. We've seen like closed captioning security footage of these things, and then like they go and they like recreate the walk and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden like one shows up and it's just like, whoa, like what the hell? And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, the chaos ensues. They start seeing more and more of them, but every time they pull up the camera, it's gone. But it like bends reality, but it's like one of those things like bending reality to the point is like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and they open the bathroom door and they step back into the room. It's like that real mindfucky like really breaks them down until they're like stretched and broken like psychologically, and then it's like here's the plot.
I got you.
If you ever seen like The Void, brother,
never seen it. I love it.
I would give you The Void, but The Dark Knight is insane. You hurt me.
So, my movie idea, kind of bouncing off the idea, I actually like the psychological effect. I think I kind of want to make that as well. So it's kind of I guess I would say a new couple moving in together for the first time, going into this house, somewhere, I guess you could say Fresno, right?
Okay.
And there's these creatures. Hold on. The casting, I don't know if I want to say a new couple or, let's say it's a family who are getting away, right? They've got 2 kids. I would say 13. in their teenage years, right?
Okay.
They got 2 kids. I guess no pets. No pets, family.
Oh, you don't want to fold a dog and put it in the ditch?
No, I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of hate in that.
Well, The Conjuring killed the dog. Marley and Me killed the dog.
Yeah, I know, but I feel bad doing that.
I mean, Marley.
Dude, I felt bad watching Marley.
I would feel bad. You're telling me you would feel worse killing an on-screen dog than you would killing on-screen teenagers.
Killing a dog,
Yeah.
on-screen dog. Yeah.
I mean, I respect it. Teenagers suck.
So it goes with want to have that heavy psychological effect too. They move into this new house. Of course, you hear like in the background. I want to say like they're moving around, talking, doing all this stuff, and there's on like news, TV stuff. Them scrolling. Sometimes you might see their phone, but in those little glimpses, there's like news articles of captured aliens, blah 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 blah, of the Fresno area. But they're just skimming past it, and you kind of see it throughout the movie. So it's like that little subliminal messaging. You know, they kind of see a little bit of the news article.
Yeah, you start connecting the dots a little bit.
Or when they're talking, you know, you see the news playing in the background, and it's talking about aliens. But they're not paying attention to all this stuff. Now, we could have it to where I wanted to introduce the idea of when they bend reality, and like they take kids, that when they take them, they actually become them. So another case of like maybe doppelgangers or something like that.
Oh, a little body switching.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I see it that they could do, or have my twist
And then
into this.
then like when they get like figured out, they like, and they just like turn back into the legs and like,
Exactly.
like fold out of reality. Oh gosh, could you imagine like your teenage son just like ripping open and just like a pair of like alien legs just.
Yeah. Oh, I would see it as that. It would. Ooh.
I also thought it would be kind of neat if you did them as like a kind of in the first movie idea that I had, where they're the Night Walkers are almost like a scouting party.
Yeah.
So like,
oh, I see. Yeah. I see.
like alien ship land, like crash lands, whatever. They send these things out to kind of like get a feel of the area, and then like the actual aliens come out, and they're even more horrifying.
Yeah. You know, this reminds me of too is like there was like a Pokemon that has like purple almost like a ball, and then it like has these 2 little just flat like little I don't know not wings, but
Kind of cool.
you could say almost like tentacle. Not really. I would say these aliens seem like jellyfish like. I guess for this movie I could make them that way instead of it being like pants, you know? So it's not like,
Well,
what?
My whole thing is like if you took them and you made them like the caramel area monster or the cryptid, where it was like 7 feet tall.
I did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I forgot about.
you kind of stretch them, and then if you make them like the legs of the mimic from Dark Souls,
Ooh.
where they're like super gangly, and like maybe you give them like multiple knee joints or whatever, and they like crack and like split as they walk. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to do the goofy pants legs walking.
Yeah,
You
because
could
that's why I didn't want them to do that. That's
Yeah.
why I also introduced the idea of doing the doppelganger effect, so they actually have like some type of form. But I think the biggest thing about the movie is that it has so much unsettling events
Yeah.
to where they, especially like even these aliens are trying to learn stuff,
Yeah.
especially about the human body. So like you could see in one instance where the stove is on and the girl or the kid or the boy is like feeling the flame, and their parents like, or the mom comes
like
and is
freaks
like,
out.
what the
What
hell
are
is
you
like,
doing? Yeah.
yeah, it's stuff like, you know, there's that, or they're just trying to I guess like maybe they're like scraping themselves or something just to see and it's just
Kind of like how the nerves and everything work, and kind of like they're inhabiting these bodies and trying to figure them out. And seeing like, oh, but then you could also turn it into like a almost like a harvesting thing, where it's like we got to figure out how these things work, and then we can harvest them for whatever valuable organs or elements that are in them to refuel or redo or build on whatever blah, or hey, whatever higher elevated being above us, above us that like, you know.
And I can see it too in the kids, especially like nighttime when they're sleeping. It's the freakiest, like having like the door open slowly and it's just like the kid standing at the silhouette or whatever, or either have the cliche of standing over top of you while you're sleeping, right?
Would be really creepy is if you had kind of like a long shot where it's like the parents sleeping, right? And so you have them like horizontal, right? You have head. So you can see they're like the silhouette of their noses and everything. You just low light, and then the camera pans to the door opening, and then it pans back to them, and then it pans back again, and it's the legs standing there like long, tall.
Oh, it's the actual,
and then it pans back, and you hear the thump, and they wake up, and the camera switches real fast, and then it's the kid standing there.
Okay,
so it's like that thump is it like transforming and taking on that skin.
Yes, and I would say too.
I don't like that. You made that really, like, mine were goofy funny. Like, I was thinking about like, oh hey, the new fad is putting your arms in your sweatpants and running around like the Fresno Nightcrawlers, and like Gandalf's just out there kicking everybody in the dick, and then you're making these horrific psychological terror creatures that are just.
Yeah,
I gotta sleep tonight, dude.
I also want to put it to where not only that they're bending reality, but they're like messing with the mentality of the parents instead.
Oh, making their like dad super aggressive, mom super sad.
Yeah,
like,
so they change their emotions or they make them forget things at the other, and it just like messes them up, and and it's just like what the, and just very psychological torture. I would say.
I have a really cool ending for your movie. I have an idea.
What is this?
So after everything's said and done, right, and they figure it all out, they run outside, the parents run outside, like into their front yard, and they're like found out that their kids are missing, and they're freaking out, and they're like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Like maybe they start to remember like something has happened, and it's like they finally put the pieces together. And they're like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And they're just outside in the dark. And then like the beam of light hits them. And then they start floating up as they're getting abducted. And then it's just like, boom, black screen. Like, so at the end they got taken. And could you imagine like the front of the house, like dark door wide open. They run out like, where are they? Da 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 da. And then the beam of light. And then like gravity.
I wouldn't even see them like floating up. I would just see the light and then that hum, and then it's just them looking up. And then it's just cut to black.
Yep. Be a hell of an ending.
That's the ending right there.
I love it.
Absolute cinema.
I like your ending. My movies are goofy.
Yeah, it was better than what I was thinking for the ending.
Mine are literally just everybody just getting kicked. Unless you take into the fact that, like, we did an episode on the Fresno Nightcrawlers, and then they get pulled out of, like, twisted out of reality into another another dimension and just eaten.
Oh my gosh, they just dimension hop.
Yeah.
They end up in Lord of the Rings.
That would actually be really funny. That he's just running around, like they're just all running around trying to figure out like what's going on, and they're all just like kicking these things, and it's all people until they find one and they kick it and they fold out of reality and into a different dimension, and they have to run around and kick everybody in the dick in there until they find the legs, and then go to the next dimension.
I can see you. Gandalf ends up or the actor playing who plays Gandalf. He ends up in Lord of the Rings, and when the Nazgul looks at Pippin, it's just like, and Gandalf usually there, it's like he wakes up to that reality, just what the? And then runs off and just
I was thinking
leaves
just having him
everything.
dressed like Smeagol.
Oh,
He's got to kick Sam between the legs, and Sam's the pants, and it pulls him
Oh
out of
my
reality into the next one.
but
Little planar travel. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Like, to me, these things, like, truly are. They're either incredibly hoaxy, and that's the thing. The original the original security footage. They did the emboss thing. I don't know if you saw that too, where they emboss the video and then they show it moving. Like basically they put a filter on the video to see if it like transforms. So like the trees in the background have like a line on them because it makes it the depth it reads, and it does read it
right.
as it moves across the screen.
Okay.
I don't think they did that one with the Yosemite one. But the fact that there are multiple sightings of multiple creatures that fit this description, even though the variety of height is different, I think is kind of one of those like there has to be something here for it.
Right.
Like you're not telling me, and this is the other thing too. We got to go visit Ohio. Like West Virginia, Ohio, like that area has so much activity going on.
Maybe it's the type of alien that like it's just so weird to think about. It's like really a pair of pants looking alien.
Yeah.
Like, really? It's like I guess I've been like I would see a more humanoid type creature, or
Like
either
kind of like the gray man, like the hi, hey, I'm here to see you, take me to your leader
not
type
even
deal.
that too. But I can see stuff being like unnaturally, like one being like unnaturally slim and tall, like those type of aliens I've seen. I think I've heard government officials have said that they had those types of aliens.
Yeah.
That there's different types that actually visit. I don't know, but
If aliens came,
yeah. Are you saying like if we were like if they came
what would
and
you
we're in a
like?
war,
Yeah,
like,
like what would you?
we're like a civil war?
Would you take up arms against the aliens?
I would be the one to wait and see, like not wait, but like, what's your actions? Like I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious on like, well, okay, why are you showing? One, why are you fully showing yourself now? Like
Maybe they just found us.
I don't know. I feel like if they said like they kept eyes on us,
Oh,
and then they like that would be
nah, bro. You get gat.
so it's like the one asteroid that's heading towards us. That when they or they think that just entered our universe or whatever, or our galaxy, not universe, galaxy.
What?
The asteroid that entered our galaxy.
There was an asteroid that entered our galaxy?
Yeah, it's like a giant ass one. I forgot,
Oh.
like 3131 something. I don't know. Go ahead and
Yeah.
okay. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the Ghosts and Ghouls podcast, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. Go ahead and turn that bell for any notification to stay updated for when we post, and to follow us on our other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and wherever you listen to your podcasts as well. We're up there, ranging from Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, Spotify, Audible, anywhere. Like I said, anywhere you listen. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
If we were to get invaded by aliens and we were hot, yeah, I knew you would. You nasty bitch.
Would you actually fight an alien,
100%.
or would you try to befriend them first?
No.
Like, what's your first action? Like immediately, like they just land, they come out, like immediately. Really?
Yeah, putting one right between his little soulful little black eyes.
You're not gonna try to be like, oh, peace. What if that's actually like a fighting gesture, and we've been like we've been taught that this is a peace sign, but this is actually this is like the middle finger.
Oh! No, I mean, if aliens came, I probably would just let the government kind of do its thing, but
They declared war the next day.
but see, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like humanity as a whole, to end this episode on a kind of a heavy note, humanity as a whole, we would be the worst things for extraterrestrial life to contact in a completely positive olive branch out fourth hand.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we know how we treat each other.
Yeah.
I can imagine how we would just like the earth come together because we got to go fuck up these aliens over here because we're all shitbags.
I think racism would take a whole new like meaning, like an entire.
Brother, have you been on Arc Raiders? Have you heard the clanker terminology?
Oh, I forgot. We're getting into that age too.
Yeah, we're getting into that age now too.
But I'm saying race would be like an actual race.
You would
know,
have a
like-
clanker girlfriend.
Huh?
What? Ghosts and Ghouls.